Should the Green Bay Packers target Austin Hooper, the tight end who's gonna cost us $11 million a year? No. Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to an episode of Packast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom freaking Frackin'. I don't want any more tight ends from free agency, Grossi. And today, we are going to look at one of the most highly requested free agents, Austin Hooper from the Atlanta Falcons. But before we get to that, I would like to present to you the Magic Packast Toaster sweater, t-shirt, long sleeve tee, jersey from bonfire.com/store/packcast for your immediate purchase. Game day's got you down. Oh man, the Packers don't do so well. Have a Magic Toaster bath, but not in real life because that would be shocking. Instead, just wear the t-shirt and you'll feel right at home. Oh crap, I'm missing my footballs. So check that out to support the show and get some really cool merch. Anyway, let's go on to Austin Hooper. Okay. Oh God. Austin Hooper. About to turn 26 years old this November. Past 2 seasons, he's been a Pro Bowler, and he has caught the eye of many Packers faithful who go, hey Tom, wouldn't it be great to have a threat like Austin Hooper on the field? And in theory, yes. In practicality, I'd rather have someone else. So Hooper has played 59 out of 64 games throughout his career. For everyone who's like, oh, he's injury prone. He had a sprained MCL, but the guy missed a couple games, and that was about it. Now, he hasn't started an entire season. So the first year in 2016, started 3 games, then 8 games, then 7 games, then 10 games in 2019. But he's played in just about all of them. Now, to take a look at what he's done for the past 2 years, so 2018, which was his Pro Bowl year, had 71 receptions for 660 yards and 4 touchdowns. And this past year, when he made the Pro Bowl again, 75 receptions, 787 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So definitely the production is absolutely there. You saw in the beginning of the season, too, he had some like big highlights, had some 80-yard runs for touchdowns and the stiff arms and the hurdles, and you're like, oh man, that man can play. And the Falcons were like, well, we're not going to re-sign you, so bye-bye, have fun in free agency. So right now, taking a look at what his estimated contract is going to be, it's probably going to be around $11 million per year, which would make him the highest paid tight end in the NFL. And if that phrase sounds familiar, that's because we are currently paying Jimmy Graham $10 million, making him the highest paid tight end in the NFL. Choices. So Hooper is obviously the top free agent when it comes to the tight end position this year, and they're going to pay him as such. He's going to be the highest paid tight end until George Kittle comes over and is just like, hey, give me all your money, San Francisco. And for me, I don't think that Austin Hooper is a bad player. Quite the opposite. I think that he would do really well on the Packers. I think that he opens up the playbook a bit. He's a dynamic catcher. His blocking's okay. It's fine. Nothing to write home about, but, neither was Jimmy Graham. The problem I have is the fact if you're going to pay this guy $11 million per year after we already went out and got Jimmy Graham and paid him $10 million a year, I just think that revenue is better spent in other positions. For example, like Corey Littleton, the inside linebacker who I really want. I want him so bad. And yes, I can say that even though I'm a married man. And so if you look at it from that perspective, Corey Littleton's estimated contract is going to be about $12 million per year. So you can say, hey, Tom, listen, tight end is a position of need. We should address it, and this would definitely address it. Or you could say, hey, we haven't had an inside linebacker since forever because it forced us to move Clay Matthews on the inside, and we've been playing basically with a leg tied behind our back. And do you know how uncomfortable that is with the cramping? And so I just think I'll pay the extra $1 million per year, and I'll get Corey Littleton all day. All day. And now while the tight end class coming out for the draft this year is not impressive and they really weren't great at the combine, this is one of the deepest classes for wide receiver. Just go get me some wide receiver threats. I'm totally good with that. And on top of that, we still have Jace Sternberger, people. Why is everyone giving up on Jace? Why? Obviously, he got hurt. Not the start you want to see from a guy that you just drafted, but he's got potential. You got Mercedes Lewis as an undrafted. You got Mercedes Lewis as an unrestricted free agent. Bring Big Dog back. Have him go block and have him go catch some balls and have fun out there. And then you got Rob Tonyan, who's an exclusive rights free agent, so you can bring him back for a little to no money also. So what I'm saying is that I think that you need to address inside linebacker. I would like a guy who is proven at that position. And then you could potentially go get a tight end if you really want to in, next season. Or you know what? Just go get him after the draft. See what you have in Jay Sternberger first. Right now, we got nobody playing inside linebacker. We got nobody. No one's out there. Ty Summers, he's a 6th-rounder. Nothing against 6th-rounders, but come on, man. Go get me some Corey Littleton rather than Austin Hooper. So for me, it's a little bit rich. Now, there's reports coming out that maybe we're not going to re-sign Brian Bulaga, so obviously that will help out our cap and will allow us to be a little bit more flexible in free agency. But, if we're only going to make one big splash this year because we're not going to have the cap to sign a whole bunch of people, my guy, I'm all aboard the Corey Littleton train. And so because of that, Austin Hooper, I'm sorry, but no. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you like, nope, I'm all aboard the Hooper train? Whoop, whoop. Or would you rather that money get used elsewhere? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy on all social media. See down below. Check out Packast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And a big shout out and thank you to all the Patreon members or patreon.com/TomGrossiComedy. Also, check out the wonderful conversation I had with Zach Schulmer from Strong Opinion Sports that came out on this Saturday. I know it's 3.5 hours long, but don't worry, I'll be cutting it up soon when I have free time. Never. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom freaking frackin' Grossi. And as always, go Pack Go.